Okay, so let's go. What is DigitalOcean? Well, DigitalOcean is a cloud provider. You already know that. And to go a little bit deeper, how does DigitalOcean actually differs from the other cloud providers? Well, DigitalOcean is simple. That's what it is. In its core, it's simple. Because in the other enterprise cloud providers, they are just built for enterprise. They are built for you to spend a lot of money in the end of the month if you don't know what you're doing. And this is not the case with DigitalOcean. DigitalOcean is just perfect for small to medium businesses and also for your side projects. It's also perfect for you to educate yourself or educate others. It's not complex. You know how much money you're paying in the end of the month, and that's it. End of story. Now, DigitalOcean can be used to build virtually anything. You can build e-commerce, gaming, blockchain, whatever you want to build, you can do it on DigitalOcean. Now, there are 4 pillars of DigitalOcean, which are simplicity, competitive pricing, pricing it's cheap, support and community, and reliability. And if we are to go a little bit more into these 4 pillars, we start with simplicity. I can say that DigitalOcean is really the simplest cloud out there, because you go there, you click around, you click 3-4 buttons, you have everything you need. You have your virtual machine, you have your Kubernetes cluster, you have your serverless function. It's just that there are no fancy names to stuff, only the droplets, which are virtual machines, and that's it. Everything else is as it is technically. Now, the pricing is indeed competitive. What that means, this buzz term, competitive pricing, what that means is that they are cheap. You pay a lot less than you would be paying otherwise in the other cloud providers like AWS or Azure or whatever, Google Cloud. Now, support and community, this is a slide that I would like to talk about a lot, but I simply don't have the time now. I started initially with answering questions in their community section, their forum. I noticed that I learned a lot of stuff by wanting to help people, and I learned a lot of stuff from people helping me, asking questions. Now, community also means that the company, DigitalOcean, and its different teams start engaging with you. They start sending you swag packs if that's what you fancy. Well, I can't promise you, of course, but that's what happened to me. I started answering questions in the community section, and I just got 10 stickers in the end of the month, which was quite strange at the time because this was my first job and I thought that this is something impossible. But anyway, a story for another time. And yeah, you can engage with people, you can engage with the company, you can engage in the Discord channel. You can also enter the Navigators program, which I will tell you just a little bit more in the end. Now, you have reliability as well. And I don't want to say anything here simply because if you don't have reliability as a cloud provider, you will not succeed in today's economy. This is the only thing that I would want to say here. If their business is working, they're reliable. That's it. Now, DigitalOcean resides in 8 regions. It has about 14 data centers, and there are customers in about 185 countries, which is quite a lot in my opinion, keeping in mind that there are, I don't know how many countries are there, maybe 350, I don't know. Now, they have a comprehensive product portfolio. They have virtual machines, Kubernetes. You can also do serverless on DigitalOcean. You can have 4 different databases. They are all managed, so you don't have to care about the underlying infrastructure. You have storage, the normal block storage, and then you have volumes. And then you have spaces, which is S3-like object storage. Then you have the marketplace, which is a one-click installation in your Kubernetes clusters or virtual machines. Quite helpful, especially with Kubernetes. And you have networking. There are a lot of networking services. All of those are simply needed for a company to work. And the one that some of the companies don't have are virtual private clouds. Now, with virtual private clouds, you can put different resources in different so-called private clouds, and then you can just keep them isolated, secure. Talking about private clouds, that's because I like having this feature. I don't know. Now, there are some case studies here. I will leave these case studies to you to check into the presentation. There will be a link in the chat. But one of those case studies that I want to talk about is Hack the Box, because Hack the Box, in my opinion, is a huge company. Their business is very complex. They allow users to SSH into machines and hack them. So that's quite hard to do, in my opinion. And they reside on DigitalOcean. Their whole business is built on DigitalOcean. And that speaks for itself. Then here is some QR code that you can use. You can get $100 free for the first 60 days. And I promise you that you won't be able to spend all of them. But in the end, it's a good challenge for you, right? Or you can go to the link as well, try.digitalocean.com/developer-cloud. Now, let's go into the portal itself, actually, so I can show you what I'm talking about. Now, you have this little window here that's saying, hello, DigitalOcean. Well, this is a project. You create those from here on the left. And in those projects, you can put resources. And I'm going to click here, getting started with a droplet, and that will create my droplet. Now, if I already have a droplet, I'm not going to show you how it looks because I will expose my IP. This has happened several times. I'm not going to do it one more time. Now, if you want to create a droplet or any other resource, you can click on the green button on the top, click create, then you can click droplet, for example. I'm going to put my droplet in London. Then I am going to choose Debian because that's the distribution that I like. I'm going to go with the latest version available, which is 11. And let's go with the general no, not general purpose. I don't want to spend that much money. But I'm going to go with the basic one. I'm going to click regular. I'm going to go on the left. And okay, for the sake of the demo, you know how every time you want to do a demo, something breaks. We now can't get a $4 droplet in this data center. But what I can do, for example, is I can go to Frankfurt and I can go for the $4 one instead. Now, I scroll here on the bottom, add volume. I don't need a volume. I have everything I need on my droplet, which is 25 gigabytes of space. And I'm going to go with a password. Some password. It must contain uppercase, cannot be the first or last. It is last in my case, and now it's fine. Then I am gonna go and give it a host name, hello DigitalOcean, and I'm gonna do a tag here, hackathon. I'm gonna click create droplet. We get this little sound here, the animation. We can get, we now get the progress bar. Oh, a little correction here. You actually don't have 25 gigabytes. You have 10 gigabytes with the $4 one, but that's still plenty if you want to host 1, 2, 3 websites there. I don't know what websites you want to host. If it's a simple blog, it's gonna be enough. Then here is our server. I copy the IP, I open iterm, put it on the window so you can see it. Oops, I'm sorry I had to cut this, but I was just about to expose my IP. Okay, yet again, I have to learn how to not do these things repeatedly. Anyway, so I have my item here. I have the IP of the droplet I just created. I SSH into the IP, type the password I have written, and I'm inside my droplet. I have some space. I see I don't have files. I create a file. I do something in that file. Anyway, you get the idea. You have your droplet. That's it. And now, if I don't want to pay this, if I don't want to use this droplet anymore, I simply go on the 3 dots. I click destroy, and I'm done. Destroying this droplet, typing the name of the droplet, click destroy. It's done. It's gone forever. It's not my problem. I'm not gonna pay for it. And that's it. I mean, I can talk a lot more about DigitalOcean, but I simply don't have the time now. I suggest that you go and explore the cloud for yourself. Maybe use it in this hackathon, or maybe use it for some freelance project or some side project, I don't know. And just have a good time. That's it. Thanks and see ya. Bye.